Hello, everybody. This is Attain Real Knowledge on episode 3 of Truth Hurts. Congratulations to all of you who have made it this far. To those of you just starting, this is a series where I'll be talking about different topics and all that. By the way, I'm gonna start giving credit to the music I start playing in these videos. Right now, Jay Dilla, Front Street. This is the homework edit, so that it doesn't cut out, keeps looping. But anyway, this whole episode is about infatuation. Now, we get confused between love and infatuation very frequently, and that's the problem. What we call love is not love. Alright, let me start throwing out some examples. You're with somebody for a long time, when you first met them, you still got this feeling, this kind of high you had in the beginning. They don't feel the same way. They say the feelings are not there anymore. The feelings are not there anymore. You know what those feelings are? That drug-like high you get after you meet somebody you just connect with, or you just can't stop thinking about them. And we think that's love at first sight, but that's not what it is. All that really is infatuation. Infatuation makes you think you're in love. You get excited and controls how you eat. Everything just goes haywire. You know what I'm saying? Now, infatuation could last a very long time, and it could fool us into believing that we're in love, but we're not. Just think about it. You're with somebody, sometimes, it's going good. Y'all doing things. It's not like it's the same boring, monotonous relationship. A lot of times, they switch it up for you. They do something special. And then you're like, damn, why? I'm not interested anymore. That's because that honeymoon phase is over with. That honeymoon phase is the determined factor if you're really in love with them or you're just infatuated. Because if you're just infatuated, like any high, it just dies down. Love itself is not a high. Love is more of a long-lasting feeling. I know people said you can't define love, but if you've ever been in a position to know, I'm saying this because I have been, position that you literally love someone just for who they are, whether they are with you or not with you, you'll see the big difference with that. You don't wish ill against them. You may be sad that it just didn't work out between you two, but love is a selfless act. It's nice when two people are in love, but realistically, the way this world works, you'll run into a lot of people where shit is going to be off key. If you still, after all the shit you went through, don't look at that person as like some kind of fucked up person who completely fucked up your life, and you're not bitter towards them in the end, you may have experienced love. That person leaves, and you're like, damn, well, I'm stuck here with these, this person. I got these feelings, and I don't understand why they don't think of me the same way. That's more infatuation. Infatuation could easily be more selfish. Love, selfless. See difference? Selfish, selfless. You've been infatuated and probably will be infatuated in life more than you think. Not just with people, but with goals in general. The high of getting a certain job, the high of making a certain amount of money, the high of experiencing certain things, and when it happens, you're just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that with sex with some people too. The virgins, they're like, that's it? Yeah, that's it. Infatuation. It's the thought, you get this excitement, this rush. It's like a some form of psychological manipulation that goes on with everything. But just because you're infatuated doesn't mean it can't turn into love. Love is more defining as time goes on. I mean love, I don't mean settling, because what a lot of people do these days is settle, where they're with somebody for a long time, and just because they're a good person, even though they don't feel the same way that they did before, they will stay with them. That is not what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're with somebody for a long time, they've been with you, well, I'm talking about the two-directional version, and you appreciate each other, keep things interesting, and you still appreciate each other all throughout the time, the arguments, all that shit, that's more love. If you just, damn, there's not enough good women, there's not enough good dudes in the world. If you're on that shit, then you're settling. If that's what you really feel while you're in a long-term relationship, you're settling. So y'all just gotta figure it out. You're not gonna always be in love. You'll probably be in love with a few people, but you'll be infatuated and think that it's love. Love is not jealousy. Love is not being greedy. Love is none of those things. Maybe people are right. It is subjective, but in reality, it's not as subjective as everyone makes it out to be. It's a simple thing. Infatuation is where everything is complex in terms of feelings and the rush and all that shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very important to keep that anticipation of rush consistent in a relationship in different ways. You know what I'm saying? But what that really revolves around is being mindful of the person you're with and then being mindful of you. It goes two ways, not one fucking way. Because what happens is you could be in love with somebody, you're being mindful of them, and it still won't work out. I mean, this is the scenario if it goes both ways. You both do things for each other because you're mindful, you know? And an important factor to this, sorry about that, just got distracted with the thought. See, it happens sometimes, it's alright. But an important factor to a lot of this shit is you being happy by yourself before you sacrifice your happiness to someone else. Because nobody can't take that burden. That's too much for one person to handle. So focus on making yourself happy first. How do you do that? That's something you have to figure it out. We all have different paths. For me, it was simple. Meditation and the desire to just better my life all at once. And now, after that, everything flows easily. Actually, in terms of love, getting a relationship you want, all that shit boils down to you being happy. Because people want to call it bullshit, people want to call it new age, but look into shit that scientists themselves are starting to say about human emotions and how you feel and all that. How you feel inside radiates outside. We sense that. It's like a magnet. You sense it. I'm not going to get too technical with terms because people lose the whole point of the video. But people sense when you're happy. When you're happy, you're going to attract more people. When you're happy, you're going to take care of yourself more. Your best features will show. Your personality will really show itself. Imagine what it will be like, and this is what I'm going to end the note on. Imagine what it would be like if everybody was already in there internally, if everybody was happy, and then seek out a relationship. Both parties, not just one. How do you think the world would be different? Do you think the divorce rates would be so high? I mean, that's optional. Marriage doesn't define love at all, realistically. But just saying, like, do you think there'll be so many problems? Do you think people will be paying dating coaches billions of dollars for that shit? No. Just be happy inside. Love yourself. You'll know how to love anyone else. This is episode 3. Peace.